welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming. And while I was recovering from my corona infection, which I'm still a little bit struck by, but the good thing is today is the first day I'm off of that, but still, I still have it a little bit, so I feel a little bit of it in my nose and stuff like that. So if I have some kind of snorting or some other thing you're noticing here, please, I can't do anything about it. I'm trying to recover from it and it will happen sooner or later, but till now it's still there. Anyway, while I was working on that, there was a big news by Jolla, because Jolla, of course, is, as you all know, the creator of Sailfish OS. And like this, Jolla has split into two companies. So out from Jolla Ltd, we got Jollaboys Ltd and Seafarix Ltd. What does it mean and why did it happen? In the end, there are a couple of different business opportunities Jolla see, and one of them is of course SailfishOS itself, so the development of SailfishOS in regards to AI too, for instance. I will link another article down below in the commentary section if you want to read more about that. But in the end, Jolla is all about privacy, and regarding privacy and AI, there's a lot of different trouble going on around that. And so Jolla, this company, is going to, or the Jollaboys, better to say, yeah, I know, Jollaboys, what the hell. But in the end, it really doesn't matter much. The URL is still Jolla, and the company itself is more or less the Jolla guys and stuff like that. So in the end, the company is now Jollaboys Ltd and Seafarix, which is more or less an automotive sector. So of course, as you may or may not heard, it turns out Jolla is looking into supporting car manufacturers and stuff like that with their software in their cars, of course. And like that, there is a new company which is going to focus on that is called Seafarix probably. And that one is going to go into that direction. Most importantly, to let you know about the backstory about all of this, Jolla had one little problem, which was a pretty big one if you ask me, because there were some investors, sorry for that, there were some investors in Jolla which were just Russians. And the problem with that was, of course, since the Ukrainian war, there was a couple of different problems with doing some kind of business in whatever way and reason you want to with Russians, and so they had to get rid of it. Actually, the process already started, I think, in 2021, if I'm not wrong about that. I think it's something like that, because then there was this incident with the Crimea, and the Russians got into the Crimea and annexed it, or whatever that is called in English, island, or whatever you want to call that, half island probably, and because of that, there was already a process going on where they tried to get rid of the Russian investor. And the big problem about that was that when the invasion of the Ukrainian or the Ukraine country was happening, that there was really a big problem with all the other investors. So all the other investors had problems because, of course, they had to stay more or less away from other people or from investors from the Russian countries, and because of that, they really had to get out of there, and that is something that has been solved now. So there was a court decision about this, and a real legal one now, which really more or less got rid of all the Russian investors in Jolla, and other people have stepped in, and Jolla is now the Jollaboys Ltd and Seafarix Ltd without any or at least as far as I know, at least any Russian part in it, or whatever you want to call it. That is more or less why they did that. And in the end, all you have to know is that Jolla is now really Jollaboys, and Seafarix is more or less for the automotive sector. They both have different websites, so let's have a look at that. Give me one sec. This is, for instance, the press release more or less about all this. So on the 27th of November, as you can see in Finland, there was more or less this takeover. So all the stuff from Jolla Ltd was more or less transferred to the Jollaboys now. And for all this, if you want to read this in detail, please do that in the commentary section. You will, or better to say, in the description box, you will find more information all about that. So you can download this and have a look at it. In the end, everything I'm telling you is more or less in this. So there are a couple of different very interesting informations about this. For instance, that there is a 10 million euros in funding for more or less going into the AI, so artificial intelligence section of with SailfishOS. So SailfishOS and AI will try to incorporate, or SailfishOS will try to incorporate AI a little bit more, and will work on that with the aspects of privacy and stuff like that in mind. And this is a very interesting topic for us, so we will see what is going to happen there. But in the end, this is more or less what that is all about. And as you can see, Seafarix is the new automotive software company. So just have a look at that if you want to know more about this. If I go to their website, this is a newly created website from them where they are talking about all this. It's not very far or not much information on it till now, but as you can see, they just tell us, hey, okay, our story originates from the mobile OS company Jolla, and some of the information about all this. In the end, the most important thing for them is, of course, app support, which already was part of Jolla's portfolio, of course. And in the end, they are trying to bring in Android apps and stuff like that to the Linux platform, as we all know about already. If you want to know more about all this, please have a look at this newly created website. I'm pretty sure that there will be more information coming soon. It's all very, very new, as you already know, because we are talking about something that only happened on 27th of November, of course, the official part of it, and that everything is more or less now fixed. There have been investigations and stuff like that, of course, going on for a couple of months, probably, maybe years, I'm not sure. And so, of course, you can see that. As always, SailfishOS still stays at its own part here, so selfishos.org, I think, or .com, I'm not sure. And of course, Jolla.com are still the same. You will find them, but if you go down now, everything is really just the same. But if you go down to the bottom of the page, you are going to see the new owners, more or less. I'm just going. Okay, there we are. As you can see down below in the little footer, we now see it's Jollaboys Ltd. This is more or less everything you have to know about all this till now. Nothing more happening there in the end. So in the end, the former owners of Jolla, or part of them, are now the real owners of Jollaboys, or the only owners of Jollaboys Ltd. And there is no Russian part in it anymore. And like this, yeah, I think we are all happy about how that all worked out, and probably we'll hear more about this and what is happening there in the future. Yeah, if you want to know more about all this, please have a look at the corner down below in the commentary section, and of course in the in the description box down below, where I'm going to put in a couple of different other informations about all this. This is all I have to say about this topic. Hope you had fun with this episode. Have a great time, have a great day. Hopefully we will hear more about this. If you want to discuss anything down below, just do it. I'm fine with answering everything I can. And of course, if you have any kind of questions, more information or whatever, put them down below in the commentary section. I am very happy if you do so. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't subscribe to the channel until now is the right time to push that button. It's really, it doesn't cost anything. And other than that, thanks for watching. See you in the next episode, and bye. Bye.